My sister is a vampire, born with an innate fear of light. My mother has never allowed her to go outside, let alone work, always carefully taking care of her, providing her with good food and drink. However, I have never felt jealous because I know my sister's thirst will be quenched soon. Food in our house is divided into 2 portions for every meal. 1 portion is for my sister. Each meal consists of 2 to 3 meat dishes, rich in oil, and a complete set of nutrients. The remaining portion is for my mom and me, simple and modest. Mostly pickled vegetables eaten with white rice, sometimes just a few sweet potatoes. Even during lunchtime, my sister's room remains very dark, no windows and no lights. I fumble in the darkness, placing the food on the table. Sister, it's time to eat. From afar, I could already smell the aroma of caramelized pork. Hey, my sister, with her twisted and plump figure, gets up from the bed. I can feel the ground vibrating with each step she takes. Seeing the table full of succulent caramelized pork, I involuntarily drooled in my memories. Since I turned 7, I haven't been able to taste the flavor of meat anymore. Bam! My sister's plump hand swung up, slapping me to the point of dizzying my mind. What are you looking at? You dog, dare to peek at my food. I continuously apologize, blood trickling from the corner of my mouth, both ears buzzing. That's right, empty the bucket for me. My sister scolded harshly. No dumping for 2 days. Darn it, do you want me to rot? Her demeanor made me flinch, rushing over, grabbing the bucket, and running out of the room. Just as I stepped out, I saw my mother holding a bowl, waiting outside. How is your sister eating? Is she satisfied with the food? I hesitantly replied, satisfied. It looks very delicious. Upon hearing this, my mother immediately became cheerful, her mouth blooming like a flower, whispering to herself, in the village, next month families where sister will turn 18 are eager to provide the best food and drink for their sons. However, our family is the opposite. I even used to believe that my sister was the true blood, and I was picked up from some foul-smelling ditch. Everything my sister does is considered right. I held on to this belief until half a year ago, when I accidentally overheard a conversation between the village chief and my mother. After that conversation, I learned that my sister is an Yin woman, born in the hour, day, and year of Yin, with an extremely Yin body. The entire body of an Yin woman is considered a treasure, and upon reaching adulthood, it becomes an elixir of ultimate nourishment. In the balance of Yin and Yang, when Yang declines, Yin thrives. My sister's meat is said to be as nourishing as it gets. Rumor has it that Mr. Kuei of the Truong family in the village has reserved the thigh meat in advance, the blind man. Mr. Ma specifically wants the eyes, and Mrs. Trio, who has lost a hand, is preparing for a portion of the hands, half a month left until my sister's coming-of-age day. My mother locks my sister's room, fearing she might run away. The Yin woman fears the light. If my sister comes into contact with light, her whole body will immediately feel burning pain and extreme agony on normal days. Even if asked to go outside, she won't. However, now my mother still feels that locking the door is safer. Recently, the village chief has been visiting our house more frequently. His steps are light, like a ghost. If it weren't for his tuberculosis, you wouldn't even hear a cough from afar, and I truly wouldn't recognize he had arrived. Xuan ha, cough, cough. I stick my head out. Village chief. The village chief grunts and says, Fugoatu, where's your mother? My mother is in the backyard, picking onions, I reply. The village chief silently glances toward my sister's room, pats my shoulder. I'm originally thin, and the village chief's strong grip makes my body sway. Fukoa too, you're getting thinner. The village chief laughs out loud. Thin, a little thin is good. Before I could ask why my mother comes over, go wash the onions in the kitchen. I need to talk to the village chief. Son, I was about to speak when I saw my mother glaring so frightened that I immediately swallowed what I was about to say. I quickly go into the kitchen to wash the onions, intending to ask the village chief about it later. Isn't it said that being plump is lucky? What's good about being thin? Village chief, I have agreed. The lungs of the Yin woman will be yours, but when selling the meat, you must help me. My mother's voice echoes. I shiver all over, quickly hiding behind the wall. I haven't even asked why when my mother comes in. Chief, go wash your hands. My mother needs to talk to the village chief. Son, I was about to open my mouth when I saw my mother glaring, shocked to the point of immediately swallowing what I was about to say. I quickly go into the kitchen to wash the onions, planning to ask the village chief about it later. Isn't it said that being plump is lucky? What's good about being thin? Village chief, I have agreed. The lungs of the Yin woman will be yours, but when selling the meat, you must help me. My mother's voice echoes. I shiver all over, quickly hiding behind the wall. I haven't even asked why when my mother comes in. Chief, go wash your hands. My mother needs to talk to the village chief, son. I was about to open my mouth when I saw my mother glaring, shocked to the point of immediately swallowing what I was about to say. I quickly go into the kitchen to wash the onions, planning to ask the village chief about it later. My face turned pale with fear. My mother frowned and asked, "Have you heard anything?" What did I hear? I pretended to be confused. My mother walked up, kicked me, and scolded. "Why are you standing there doing nothing? Can't you see there's still a lot of work to do inside?" Oops. My stomach growled, and I forced a smile. "Mom, it's time to cook now. You, a piece of trash, deserve to eat." My mother grabbed a broom and chased me away. "You have to get thinner. Only thin is lucky." My mother didn't let me eat anything for the rest of that day. The boiled pork that she cooked for my sister during lunch and dinner was so delicious that it made my mouth water incessantly. After serving the meal to my sister, I couldn't bear to leave, hoping that my sister might leave some food after she finished eating. "What are you looking at?" My sister's mouth was greasy. "You wretch, do you want to eat?" "Yes. From morning till now, I haven't had a single grain of rice, just half a sweet potato, and I'm so hungry that my head is spinning." My sister grabbed a large piece of meat, shook it, and put it in front of me. "Eat." "Thank you, sister." I rushed over. But unexpectedly, as soon as I approached, my sister threw the meat to the ground and stomped on it with her foot. "What are you looking at?" My sister's mouth was greasy. "Do you want to eat this kind of meat? Wretched thing." My face turned red, and my eyes reddened with anger. I couldn't contain myself and shouted, "What are you doing? You're a fat pig raised by Mom, about to be slaughtered." After saying that, I immediately felt regret. My sister looked at me with a strange look. "Aren't you the one about to die?"